Hey guys, welcome back to markdillon.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a big favor and click the subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. Before I get to tonight's question, I got an email yesterday which I found quite funny. Someone emailed me and said, Mark, have you stopped working out? Oh, I've read somewhere that you had stopped working out, you don't have any muscles, and all of this nonsense. And I, so I, I really didn't give this person much of a response because you never know if it's a legitimate question or just somebody attempting to be harassing. And also I don't ask where did you hear that from, blah 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 blah. I really couldn't care less. Although I do think it's funny because I do video blogs fairly frequently, and it's not hard to see if I'm not working out. But I digress. If Look, I'm no fitness model, but actually, I think I'm in pretty decent shape. But you tell me. So if that's not working out, I guess I'm guilty. Anywho, on to tonight's question, which is from Paul. He says, "Dear Mark, I hope you can help me with this. Your advice is always so good." Paul, there's a old saying that I'll give you. I'll quick claim it to you. That a horse that can count to 10 is a brilliant horse, not a brilliant mathematician. You may want to take that, view my advice through that prism. I'll be glad to give you my opinion, though. But by no means should you rely on me for, for any major advice. Here we go. He says, I've had a big crush on one of my best friends for a while now. When he's single, we spend a lot of time together going out on weekends, going to movies, etc. We've never had sex or even came close, even though I'm very attracted to him. Every time he starts dating someone, it makes me both sad and kind of mad at him. I know that sounds crazy. I don't want to lose him as a friend, and I don't want to talk to him about this because it could make things weird. What should I do? All right, Paul. Well, I think most of us can sympathize with your situation because, to varying degrees, I believe just about everybody has felt that, whether you're gay or straight. Uh, Most of us at some point have had a little crush on one of our friends. And I think that's perfectly fine, that's perfectly normal, so long as it doesn't start to interfere with the relationship and create an unhealthy dynamic. Uh, you know, I think that you're probably on that border, and I totally get what you're saying when you say you get a little bit mad with him when he's dating someone, because even though you know you're not dating and that there's unlikely any chance that that's going to happen in the future, you still almost feel as if he's cheating on you because he's closing that door on your fantasy. So, what I think you have to do, and I think this is very important because based on your email and the way it's worded, for example, you said when he's single, we spend a lot of time going out to weekends and movies, etc. It almost sounds to me like you're putting your romantic life on hold in the hopes that something is going to happen with this friend, and that you're hanging all your hopes for a happy relationship, you know, just on the idea that something is going to blossom out of this friendship. So when he's single and you guys are hanging out, everything is great because you think, okay, it's about to turn, the romantic turn is just around the corner and it's about to happen any minute. And then he starts dating someone and you feel offended, you feel slighted, you feel insulted, and that's not healthy. So I think the way to help combat that is instead of focusing on him being single and who he's dating, you need to create a romantic life of your own. Forget about this fantasy of something happening with your friend. Get out there, start dating. You know, you'll meet a couple bozos, kick them to the curb, but eventually you'll find somebody that you're very compatible with and that you're attracted to, and that you'll just have a fantastic romantic relationship. And then, you'll have this friend that's strictly platonic, and you guys can double date. You can call each other up and complain about all the relationship troubles that friends like to talk about, and tell your friend all the good news about your relationship, and vice versa. So I think that's what you have to do, Paul. Focus on um, developing your own romantic life, and stop sitting back and waiting for something to happen with this friend. In most cases, it's always better to be proactive rather than reactive. You have to go out and happen to life. Don't sit back and wait and hope for life to happen to you. Go out, find somebody you're attracted to and that you want to date, and do it. And I actually think you're probably right about not talking to your friend about this little crush at the moment. The only way that I think you should do that is if it's a last ditch effort to save the friendship, meaning you've tried everything, you just can't get this idea out of your head, and you think that you can't be friends going forward with this remaining unsaid, and you just have to get it off your chest. If it's a last ditch effort to save the friendship, maybe. Otherwise, keep it to yourself, move on, and start doing your own dating. So I hope this helps you, Paul. Feel free to email me and let me know how it works out for you. Guys, thanks for tuning in to markdillon.com or watching me on YouTube. Thanks.